just when we thought we'd seen it all.
The migrant crisis continues across the nation. One city that's been impacted by Texas's busing of asylum seekers.
Governor Kathy Hochul steps in with a bold move.
Since day one, this is ultimately the responsibility of the federal government to address this crisis.
Sparking debates and hopes across the state. We're not just revisiting the migrant issue, and possibly the future of the Big Apple itself. In the heart of the vibrant city that never sleeps, a growing challenge is demanding attention. New York City finds itself grappling with an increasing influx of asylum seekers, a situation that requires urgent and strategic solutions. Governor Kathy Hochul, acknowledging the pressing need for action, has laid out a visionary plan to earmark $2.4 billion in an effort to address and manage the city's migrant crisis.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul announcing Tuesday she wants to give New York City an additional $2.4 billion to help manage the massive influx of migrants.
Under this groundbreaking proposal, the state aims to take over the cost of providing shelter to migrants as they arrive in the city. Governor Hochul emphasizes the necessity of this decision, highlighting that the influx of asylum seekers shows no sign of slowing. However, she adds a crucial point. The state deserves assistance from Washington to effectively tackle this challenge. It's not just a state issue. It's a collective responsibility that transcends political boundaries.
New York continues to carry the burden of sheltering more than 69,000 migrants. Since day one, I have said that this is ultimately the responsibility of the federal government to address this crisis. Congress, the House of Representatives in particular, and the White House must remain at the negotiating table until they restore the rule of law on our border, fix our asylum system, and provide relief to states like New York, who've been shouldering this burden for far too long.
New York City finds itself at the epicenter of a complex and evolving migrant situation that demands both attention and resolution. The city has experienced a notable influx of migrants, with the numbers surpassing 69,000 individuals seeking asylum. This surge, while reflective of global trends, has posed unique challenges for the state, requiring decisive and comprehensive action. In a stark representation of the challenges faced by migrants, reports highlight that NYC migrants are forced to endure freezing temperatures while seeking refuge. Despite the biting cold, migrants persist, forming lines outside the St. Bridget's retargeting center, navigating the challenges of the present while attempting to secure their future housing plans. German Antonio Cordero finds himself enduring life on the streets for the past 9 days. Today, he made another attempt to reapply for 30 more days inside a shelter, but unfortunately, it seems luck is not on his side. As it stands, he is likely to spend another night out on the street. Reflecting on his situation, he shares,
"The first night I slept out here with boxes, but the snow came and police kicked us out. So now I go down to the subway and hop on a train, but I got caught and kicked out." This is his second time his 30-day temporary shelter authorization has expired.
Cordero arrived in New York City in May, and what he's wearing is all he has to stay warm. He recounts,
"I had a thick blanket, but it got soaked with the snow and rain yesterday, so I had to throw it out. This is all I have."
The challenges faced by individuals like Cordero shed light on the harsh realities of homelessness, where even access to temporary shelters becomes a struggle. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the urgent need for comprehensive and compassionate solutions to address homelessness in the city. This vivid snapshot of the current conditions serves as a stark reminder of the pressing need for a comprehensive and compassionate response. The state government, in its attempts to grapple with the escalating crisis, has faced a delicate balancing act. Previous actions have showcased a mix of responses with a recognition of the need for assistance from the federal government. Governor Kathy Hochul has been vocal about the shared responsibility in addressing the issue, asserting that it is fundamentally the responsibility of the federal government to tackle the migrant crisis. However, the challenges persist, and the state's capacity to manage the situation is undeniably stretched. The political implications of the migrant issue are profound, transcending partisan lines. As the state shoulders the burden of providing shelter and resources for asylum seekers, the conversation surrounding immigration policies becomes more crucial than ever. In this intricate backdrop, Governor Kathy Hochul's proposal to allocate $2.4 billion to manage the migrant influx emerges as a significant and potentially transformative step. As we navigate the context and background of this issue, it becomes evident that the path forward requires collaboration, empathy, and a commitment to finding sustainable solutions for both the migrants and the community at large. In a pivotal move aimed at addressing the escalating migrant crisis in New York City,
the budget director said in his agency letter that the migrant cuts were due in part.
Governor Kathy Hochul has unveiled a groundbreaking proposal within the $233 billion state budget. This bold initiative earmarks a significant $2.4 billion to comprehensively tackle the multifaceted challenges posed by the influx of asylum seekers. The proposal, carefully woven into the expansive state budget, allocates funds strategically across various components to ensure a holistic and effective response. A substantial portion of the budget is dedicated to enhancing shelter services, acknowledging the immediate need for dignified living conditions for migrants. By investing in shelters, the state aims to provide a secure and welcoming environment for those seeking refuge, mitigating the struggles faced by individuals forced to navigate the complexities of homelessness. Legal assistance is another pivotal component of the spending plan. Recognizing the intricate legal challenges faced by asylum seekers, Governor Hochul has earmarked funds to bolster legal aid services. This initiative aims to empower migrants with the necessary resources to navigate the legal landscape, ensuring fair and just treatment as they seek asylum. Healthcare services are also a significant focus of the proposal. The state recognizes the importance of safeguarding the well-being of migrants, especially during a global health crisis. By investing in healthcare resources, Governor Hochul aims to address the immediate medical needs of asylum seekers and promote a healthier and more resilient community. Governor Hochul's rationale for this proposal is rooted in a sense of shared responsibility. She emphasizes that the migrant crisis is not solely a state matter, but a challenge that requires collaboration at the federal level. In her statements, Governor Hochul articulates the urgency of the situation, asserting that the state is shouldering a burden that necessitates support from Washington. Furthermore, Governor Hochul emphasizes the long-term benefits of this investment, foreseeing a future where migrants can integrate seamlessly into the community, contribute to the state's growth, and foster a more inclusive and vibrant New York.
We're doing this not just because it's the right thing to do for the migrants and for the city of New York.
Governor Hochul said in her speech in the state capitol.
We also know that companies won't do business in New York if there are thousands of people sleeping on the streets.
As we delve into the details of this proposal, it becomes evident that Governor Kathy Hochul's vision extends beyond immediate challenges, striving for a future where compassion and pragmatic solutions guide the state's response to the complex issue of migration. To allocate $2.4 billion for the migrant crisis, the New York government faces the necessity of budget cuts, sparking concerns about the city's priorities. Notably, the NYPD confronts a substantial downsizing, with plans to reduce its force to 29,000 officers by 2025 due to budget cuts outlined in Mayor Eric Adams's latest financial plan. This downsizing, the lowest staffing levels since the mid-90s, exemplifies the challenging decisions the city must make amid the multi-billion-dollar migrant crisis. The cancellation of the next 5 police academy classes strains an already stretched department, with around 4,500 officers expected to leave their ranks within the next 18 months. Consequences extend beyond law enforcement, as members of the FDNY on long-term light duties may face early retirement or termination under the proposed plan. The juxtaposition of allocating substantial funds for migrants while making significant reductions in essential services raises questions about the city's ability to maintain public safety and effectively address diverse challenges. For more updates on critical issues impacting our community, subscribe to our channel for the latest news and insights. Let's build a more informed and compassionate future for New York. Governor Kathy Hochul's $2.4 billion proposal to address the migrant crisis in New York has triggered a spectrum of reactions from various political figures, cutting across party lines. Democrats have largely praised the initiative, acknowledging the need for a comprehensive response to the pressing challenges migrants face. Many Democratic leaders have expressed support for Governor Hochul's vision, applauding her commitment to addressing the crisis with both compassion and practical solutions. On the other side, Republicans have shown a more varied response. While some have recognized the need for action on the migrant issue, others have raised concerns about the scale and allocation of funds.
We have to be have common sense on what we can actually handle, the city and the state.
This diversity in Republican reactions underscores the complexity of the matter and the range of perspectives within the party. The political dynamics surrounding this issue could have significant implications for upcoming elections. As the migrant crisis takes center stage, politicians on both sides of the aisle are likely to use their stance on this matter as a focal point in their campaigns. Democrats may position themselves as champions of humanitarian values, emphasizing their commitment to finding practical and compassionate solutions. Republicans, on the other hand, might highlight fiscal responsibility and scrutinize the allocation of funds in Governor Hochul's proposal. The issue could also influence party dynamics, potentially shaping the discourse around immigration policies at the national level. As politicians navigate these complexities, the migrant crisis in New York becomes not only a localized challenge, but a pivotal factor in shaping the broader political landscape. The proposed $2.4 billion budget has significant implications for migrants in New York, both offering potential benefits and presenting limitations. On the positive side, the allocation for enhanced shelter services addresses the immediate need for dignified living conditions, providing asylum seekers with secure and welcoming environments. Additionally, earmarked funds for legal assistance acknowledge the complex legal challenges faced by migrants, empowering them to navigate the asylum process more effectively. However, limitations arise as the budget faces scrutiny amid broader citywide cuts, potentially impacting the overall efficacy of the proposal. The reduction in law enforcement resources, exemplified by the substantial downsizing of the NYPD, raises concerns about public safety and the potential for increased vulnerability among migrants.
I know New Yorkers are angry when they hear about these efficiency cuts, but New Yorkers, I want you to know I'm angry also.
Mayor Eric Adams is talking about another round of budget cuts, a 5% reduction that agencies will have to come up with within the next few weeks. The proposed budget of $2.4 billion holds significant implications for migrants in New York, offering potential benefits while presenting certain limitations. On the positive side, enhanced shelter services and legal assistance allocation address the immediate needs of asylum seekers, providing secure and welcoming environments and empowering them to navigate the complex legal landscape. However, limitations arise as the budget faces scrutiny amid broader citywide cuts, potentially impacting the overall efficacy of the proposal. The reduction in law enforcement resources, exemplified by the substantial downsizing of the NYPD, raises concerns about public safety and the potential for increased vulnerability among migrants. Balancing the allocation of resources to directly benefit migrants with broader challenges faced by the city poses a delicate challenge, requiring a comprehensive and nuanced approach to ensure the proposal's success in fostering a more inclusive and supportive environment for those seeking refuge. Moving beyond migrants, the proposal's impact extends to New York City's homeless shelters and local communities. The increased budget for shelter services may alleviate pressure on existing facilities, providing a more dignified living environment for those experiencing homelessness. However, the broader economic implications and public perception of the proposal remain uncertain. The reallocation of funds may impact New York's economy, and how the public perceives the trade-offs between addressing the migrant crisis and other city priorities will shape the proposal's overall success and reception. Requires a careful examination of the proposal's broader implications. Among the myriad budget proposals, education funding and Medicaid emerge as significant focal points.
Some of our students don't have computers or only one for the whole family.
The allocation of resources to education aims to bolster the city's learning infrastructure, fostering future growth. Concurrently, the emphasis on Medicaid underscores a commitment to public health. These proposals are interconnected with the Migrant Spending Plan as they collectively address vital aspects of societal well-being, recognizing the symbiotic relationship between a thriving educational system, robust healthcare, and the effective integration of migrants into the community. Helping others, especially migrants, is undoubtedly a commendable endeavor. However, when it comes to the locals in New York, things take a different turn. It's quite a scenario when the government proposes a whopping $233 billion budget, not primarily for the benefit of the locals, but to assist migrants in housing, healthcare, legal counseling, and other basic needs. Surprisingly, this substantial amount will be sourced from New York's local taxes. For New Yorkers, paying taxes in the city feels like a running joke. Residents already shell out a significant amount to call New York home. Now, with the revelation that a considerable portion of the budget is directed towards migrants, frustrations are mounting. The pursuit of billions for migrant support comes at the cost of budget cuts, impacting critical areas like public education and the New York Police Department. This, in turn, raises concerns about public security, leaving many New Yorkers rightfully discontent. As New Yorkers navigate these challenges, your thoughts and opinions are invaluable. Share them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the evolving landscape of the Big Apple.